Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40k Universe. I am your host Gershwin, and today we're going to be talking about the Grey Knights. This is part 2 to our 40 Facts About the Grey Knights, so let's get into it. The Grey Knights are unlike any other Space Marine chapter. They do not follow the dictates of the Codex Astartes. Their organization, rank, and deployment are dictated not by the teachings of Robot Gilliman, but built around the tenets laid down by Malcador the Hero and the first Grand Master of the chapter. The Grey Knights chapter is organized into brotherhoods, each one comparable in size to the Space Marine Battle Company. Brother captains lead these formations under the direction of the Grand Masters, who in turn are guided by the decisions of the Supreme Grand Master. The higher command is known as the Chapter Council, and meets only in time of great importance or dire need. The 8 Grand Masters often crusade far from Titan in the far-flung reaches of the galaxy. It is at these moments of crisis that the 8 will gather in the inner conclaves of the Citadel to determine the chapter's course. Each Grand Master has an equal voice within the Council, though the Supreme Grand Master has the power and the responsibility to make the final judgment. The Supreme Grand Master can only be elected by the unanimous consent of the Grand Masters, and so it must be a wise and trusted leader. The current Supreme Grand Master is Kaldor Drago. Kaldor Drago assumed mastery of the Grey Knights chapter in the year 901 of the 41st millennium, following the death of the Supreme Grand Master Geronitin. Drago has since led the 666th chapter in ceaseless defense of the Imperium for almost a standard century. As with other Space Marine chapters, Grey Knights are primarily organized into squads of 10 Battle Brothers, each of which can then further divide into 2 combat squads of 5, should the mission's tactical requirements so dictate. A Grey Knight squad is considered to remain effective with only 5 of its members battle-worthy, so with a small amount of duty reassignment and doctrinal flexibility, a brother captain can keep his brotherhood at an acceptable fighting strength, even with up to a third of its warriors out of commission. Decisions concerning the exact breakdown of squad type within a brotherhood rest entirely with its brother captain and Grand Master. However, it has long been proven that a rough balance of squads between 3 and 7 operational units, each of Terminators, Purgation, and Strike squads, is by far the most effective combination. All Grey Knight squads draw their equipment from the same armory of Nemesis Force weapons, grenades, Stormbolters, and Psi-enhanced heavy weapons. Each squad also independently practices its own psychic disciplines, the better to allow mental and physical prowess to act in a reinforced harmony. The only drawback to this organization is that when a Grey Knight moves from one type of squad to another, he must learn how to wield his psychic potential in battle completely new, suppressing all other applications he has learned to that point. All Battle Brothers are trained in the use of every piece of war gear and armory possessed by the chapter. Thus, it is possible for a Battle Brother to serve in different types of squads from one mission to the next. Each of the Brotherhood squads is led by a Justicar, a Grey Knight who holds the rank equivalent to that of a standard Space Marine Sergeant. In addition to providing bonds of leadership, it is the Justicar's duty to hone and focus the psychic power of the Battle Brothers he leads, and to act as a conduit for their sorceries. The first Brotherhood is led by Grand Master Vardan Kai, and Kadrid Pelines as his brother captain. As Kai is steward of the armory, his Brotherhood is often called upon when the Grey Knights require a large number of Storm Ravens or Land Raiders, and it contains many of the finest pilots and drivers of the chapter. Kai oversees the war machines of the Grey Knights and the Tech Marines that maintain them, ensuring that they remain in perfect fighting condition. If the wards upon a Rhino are imperfect, or the engines of a Storm Raven less than pristine, it is Kai that the Battle Brother must answer to. The first Brotherhood consists of 23 Tech Marines, 75 Tech Servitors, 20 Land Raiders, 24 Rhinos, 21 Storm Ravens, 18 Nemesis Dreadknights, 5 Strike Squads, 5 Purgation Squads, 5 Interceptor Squads, 1 Dreadnought, and a Brotherhood Champion. The second Brotherhood is led by Grand Master Vorth Mordrak, Admiral of the Fleet. Vorth Mordrak commands the second Brotherhood with Arno Trevan as his brother captain. Mordrak's Brotherhood has well-deserved reputation for rapid deployment and swift strikes, even by the standards of the Grey Knights. The Brotherhood makes use of large numbers of interceptors and strike squads, using mass teleportation and teleport homer assault tactics to outmaneuver their enemies. The second is often in the vanguard of combined Brotherhood assaults, seeding the way for heavier troops to follow. The second consists of 4 battle barges, 12 strike cruisers, 8 rapid strike vessels, 8 Thunderhawks, 6 Terminator squads, 7 Interceptor squads, 6 Purgation squads, 7 Strike squads, 2 Dreadnoughts, and a Brotherhood Champion. The name of the 4 battle barges are Fire of the Dawn, Bright Sword, Emperor's Will, and Redeemer of Souls. Grand Master Valdar Arakon, Warden of the Librarius, commands the Third Brotherhood with Arvon Stern as his brother captain. The Third Brotherhood has always held a place of honor within the chapter. It was, according to legend, Genesis' own brotherhood. And throughout the long history of the Grey Knights, it has fostered many of the chapter's greatest heroes. Kaldor Drago was brother captain and then Grand Master of the Third, with Arvon Stern following in the Supreme Grand Master's footsteps. With a reputation for glory, the Third has also bore the attention of some of the Grey Knights' greatest foes. Many times during its history, the Third has come close to extinction, demonic adversaries seeking vengeance for the actions of its brother captain or Grand Master. The Third consists of 3 Epistolaries, 12 Codicils, 9 Lexicanums, 12 Acostatums, 1 Chief Librarian, 6 Terminator squads, 3 Interceptor squads, 4 Purgation squads, 5 Strike squads, 3 Dreadnoughts, and 1 Brotherhood Champion. Grand Master Drystan Crom, Keeper of the Augurium, commands the 4th Brotherhood, with Eonin Grud as its brother captain. The 4th Brotherhood contains many of the chapter's most potent psychers, warriors with an instinctual understanding of the warp that goes even beyond that of their peers. It is from the 4th that the new prognosticars are often chosen, after they become too badly wounded to fight. The Brotherhood has also displayed an uncanny ability to sense danger before it materializes. The 4th consists of 12 prognosticars, 50 monostan servitors, 3 Terminator squads, 6 Interceptor squads, 5 Purgation squads, 6 Strike squads, 3 Dreadnoughts, and 1 Brotherhood Champion. Grand Master Rothwire Morvans, Protector of the Sanctum Sanctorum, commands the 5th Brotherhood, with Taurus Hendron as his brother captain. Some of the greatest heroes of the Grey Knights continue in their duties even after their bodies have been crippled beyond repair, entombed within one of the chapter's dreadnoughts. The 5th has long been the warden of the wealth of the Grey Knights' dreadnoughts, its Grand Master as much of a chronicler of their deeds as their commander. While other brotherhoods contain dreadnoughts, most of these begin with the Sanctum Sanctorum, their histories and glories carefully considered before they are honored with entombment. Grand Master Morvans is one of the few that speaks with the ancient warriors, often awakening them for war. In battle, the 5th will often deploy alongside several dreadnoughts, as Morvans is aware that if one of these deathless warriors is left too long dormant, he might never be aroused. It is a cycle of war that the dreadnoughts are doomed to repeat endlessly, as long as the chapter has need of their might. The 5th contains 20 Sanctum Guardians, 12 Apothecaries, 4 Terminator squads, 4 Interceptor squads, 4 Purgation squads, 8 Strike squads, 5 Dreadnoughts, and 1 Brotherhood Champion. Grand Master Anval Larowan, High Seneschal of the fortress, commands the 6th Brotherhood with Kadon Varn as his brother captain. Larowan is a demanding warrior, a trait that saw him ascend to the rank of High Seneschal and is reflected in the warriors of the 6th. The Grand Master believes in no wasted effort or force, often arguing to the chapter council against the use of more than a single part of a brotherhood, unless the most extreme circumstances calls for it. Larowan understands that there are far few Grey Knights for the task of protecting the Imperium, and is loath to waste a single one. The 6th is made up of 271 chapter equerries, 500 servitors, 5 Terminator squads, 6 Interceptor squads, 3 Purgation squads, 6 Strike squads, 2 Dreadnoughts, and a Brotherhood champion. Grand Master Kovan Leorak, representative to the Inquisition, commands the 7th Brotherhood with Darig Tegvar as his brother captain. The Inquisition and the Grey Knights are extremely intertwined, their goals often aligning. The 7th Brotherhood has a long history of operations alongside the Ordo Malice, and many brother captains have personal relationships with Inquisitors. As a result, respected Inquisitors are more likely to gain favor from the Brotherhood if they call for their aid. Grand Master Leorak maintains the chapter's secret knowledge of the Inquisition, tomes of lore on the Inquisitor of each Ordo reaching back thousands of standard years. It is rare for an individual battle brother to serve with the same Inquisitor more than once. The 7th consists of 24 scribes, 3 astropaths, 3 Terminator squads, 5 Interceptor squads, 3 Purgation squads, 3 Strike squads, 2 Dreadnoughts, and a brother champion. Grand Master Aiden Perdron, Knight Commander of the Recruits, commands the 8th Brotherhood with Mithrak Tor as his brother captain. When a newly forged battle brother joins the ranks of the Grey Knights, he will often be sequestered to the 8th Brotherhood. If the knight proves himself, he may find a place within one of the other brotherhoods, depending on his natural talent and the favor of the Grand Masters. In time, many of these battle brothers remain within the 8th, understanding the importance of finding those rare recruits suitable to become Grey Knights and keeping the chapter alive. The 8th consists of 32 neophytes, 1,005 recruits at any given time, 38 monotask servitors, 7 Terminator squads, 3 Interceptor squads, 5 Purgation squads, 3 Strike squads, 1 Dreadnought, and a Brotherhood champion. And those were 40 facts about the Grey Knights. I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2. There's going to be a part 3, so be sure to click on the link in the description or right there on the screen. Subscribe to the channel to get more awesome lore videos. We try to post a new lore video every single day. Yes, day. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and commenting on the videos. It really helps out the channel and it helps it grow. The more people that view it, the more videos we can put out, or better quality videos, I should say. Thank you so much for all of this. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.